Hey everybody, it's Tiny Green here at the Hoop Group. It was a great weekend of basketball. The Coach's Choice event was unbelievable. Tom Scafani put together something that in all my years that I've never seen at the Shore. Great competition, packed building, energy. It was wonderful. And let me say this, all the college coaches coming out, what a great opportunity for kids to get exposure. Division I schools, Division II schools, Division III schools. It was great. And anytime UConn shows up to an event, then it's really special. So Tom Scafani, Coach's Choice, great. Let me talk about another topic. All those little kids there, they're going to want to be the next Kimmy Evans. They're going to want to be the next Rose Cavalli, the next Katie Rice, the next Dara Mabry. These kids are all going to want to be basketball players just from being part of that environment. So it was a wonderful weekend. And let me say this, I sat next to some people from Rutgers Prep. These parents were yelling, screaming, yelling at the officials, coaching from the sidelines. They were doing everything. And guess what? It's beautiful because the way they did it was respectful. And also, these parents from Rutgers Prep, rooting hard, but also kind enough, gentle enough, understanding enough to give respect to the Manasquan kids. I heard him say, nice play, good call, da-da-da-da-da. See, I think that's the way the game should be cheered for, whatever you want to call it. That's the proper behavior. And Rutgers Prep parents, awesome job. So I love that. And then finally, let me say this. The event from top to bottom, organizational wise, was absolutely off the hook. Just great. All right, so let me talk about a couple other things and we'll get going here. We start our core skills second round on February the 7th. All the new programming will be up at the bottom of this website. 8th graders, please listen to me. This is an important period for you. Get in the darn gym. I'll be having my blog out this week regarding all the best upcoming 8th graders, and I'll throw a couple of 7th graders in there and kids who have caught my eye. Now remember, some of these kids are from outside the area, so they're not all going to be Shore kids. Finally, let me talk about one other topic. You know, I've been on Twitter the last, couple of hours, which I'm always on Twitter, and we were talking, and some people were talking about the incident that took place between St. John Vianney and Archbishop Malloy. Now let me say something to you. I saw the video. I put it on Twitter. There was absolutely at no point a punch thrown at any time. So that we can stop talking about. But let me tell you what I do want to talk about. When you have a problem on a court with a kid's behavior, I think the coach has an obligation to go to the official, speak to the official, go to the opposing coach, and voice their displeasure. But to put a kid on blast at the top of your lungs, take the whole gym silent, and call the kid a dirty player, accuse him of punching the kid, that stuff is wrong. It's wrong on every front. And let me tell you something else. When you do stuff like that, coaches, remember this, that can spill over to the stands and it can spill over to the court. That's not the way to handle something when you're unhappy. This is not about whether one kid did something or another kid did another. Has nothing to do with that. We're talking about behavior of the people who are supposed to be in charge. So I want to say right now and then that was not proper. And let me tell you something else, because I'm on a roll right now. I sent an email to a coach and a video about Kimmy Evans and the treatment. Now look, I'm all for being physical, bumping a kid, trying to show a kid that you can't have every space you want. I watched RBC play against her. They were very physical, they were aggressive. But there's a big ass difference between being physical and aggressive versus cheap shots. And that stuff has to stop. And the coaches have to make it stop. Now I'm not here to defend Kimmy, but I'm tired of seeing it. And I don't like seeing it for any kid, because that's not part of basketball. And that's not the way the game is supposed to be played by anybody. And coaches, stop teaching it. Pulling shorts, pinching kids is not part of the damn game. So excuse me for getting a little riled up there. but it has to stop. I hope everybody gets out and sees all these games this weekend. The Star Ledger's doing an amazing job. And if you go there, they'll talk about the top 10 games this week, and there's some great ones. This is Tiny Green from the Hoop Group saying everybody have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.